Circumstances. Are you excited? Are you happy about your circumstances? Do you know that most people don't like their circumstances, the current circumstances they have in their lives, the situation they're in, and they feel like the circumstance has more power than they do. So they stay within the adverse moment or adverse situation in their lives, and they never make a change. They never even bother to lift a finger to see what can they do differently. It's like someone walking into a garage and thinking in their minds that they're a car because they walked into the garage. It's like someone living in the ghetto thinking in their mind that they're going to be poor the rest of their lives. It's just like someone who was incarcerated, and in their minds they feel like being incarcerated is the best thing that ever happened to them, and that's where they'll be for the rest of their lives. It's just like somebody who for some reason in their lives they grew up in poverty and they feel like they ought to be poor the rest of their lives. It's just like someone who was in a relationship and the relationship was a very bad one where the spouse was beating them up all the time, and they feel like they have to stay in that type of environment to be accepted or to be valuable. Let me tell you something. You are not your circumstances. You are more powerful than your circumstances. You are more powerful than whatever you're facing today. I don't know what you're going through, but one thing I do know is you have the power to change it. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to change whatever you have right now. Whatever you don't like about your life, you can change. Now, whatever you can't change, just accept it and move on. You don't have to complain and mope and groan about what happened in the past. Don't worry about it. Just move on. If you can't change it, move on. You can create a new future. You can create something new in your life. You've got the power, and God gave you the power to do that. He gave you the power to do it. And I want to encourage you. It's a very simple, simplistic message, and that is, take charge of your life. Take charge of your circumstances. Do not allow people to tell you that you can't make it. Don't believe what people say. Don't believe the naysayers. Don't believe what they say, because people everyone has an opinion just like they have a behind. They do. Everyone has an opinion about you. They have an opinion about your greatness, about your potential, about your calling. But what you must do, what you have to do, no question about it, no doubt about it, is you've got to open up the Bible and find out what God has for you. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, he says, "For the thoughts that I think toward you are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." That means God has a plan for your life. He has a plan for your life. So why am I going around moping and groaning or trying to follow the trends of this world? Why am I going around following the crowd, trying to be like everybody else, trying to be like the status quo? Let me tell you something. You see the crowd that most people are following, most young people are following, that crowd is following another crowd. And if you check the other crowd is following another crowd. And then everybody else will tell you that they don't really know. They're just following the crowd. They're just going according to the trends. Don't follow the trends. You've got to be a trendsetter. You've got to know what you want in life, and then you pay the price for it and make it happen. Make it happen with your life. Make it happen by burning the midnight oil in prayer, praying and asking God for direction, reading the scriptures, speaking to your ministry, going to church and listening with an open ear, open heart, where God can penetrate your heart and speak to you and show you what is it that He has for your life. He has great plans for you. Make it happen today. Don't believe the lies of this world. It's a very simplistic message. Make it happen. Don't allow your circumstances to control you or rule over you, but you've got the power. You can rule your circumstances. You can change them right now. This is Nick Zizi, Mr. Possibilities. Do not forget to visit my website, nickzizi.com. Also, sign up for my motivational newsletter, where we have tons and tons of tips and resources that will help accelerate your success. Be blessed.